Hello and welcome to Flashback, a weekly look at stories from years gone by. In 2007, it quickly became the year of avalanches and floods. Communities had to band together in the Northwest to save their community. Sandbags held the shoreline as residents watched floodwaters from nearby rivers come dangerously close to the shoreline, spilling over the banks. At the time, the community of Hazelton banded together to save their town from sinking almost, all in hopes of saving some of the town's most precious buildings.
We have the Skeena River on our right-hand side, we have the Bulkley on the left.
The Kasan Historical Indian Village is built right on the confluence of the Bulkley and the Skeena Rivers, a historically strategic spot, but with this year's floodwaters, a disaster with the tourist season right around the corner.
We're not too sure in regards to how much of the season that we are going to lose, if we're even going to be able to salvage this season. Right now we have our staff coming in. We have a lot of caravans from our U.S. guests that come annually that we need to get to work on contacting them to let them know that our facility isn't open for business at this time. The economic impact to this community is going to be terrible because we get huge numbers, as does our neighboring business, the Kasan Historical Village.
Fortunately, there was plenty of warning that flooding was a likelihood, and over the last week the artifacts were moved out of the buildings at Kasan and moved to higher ground. Like in Terrace and Smithers, warm weekend weather started bringing the river level up on Monday.
On Monday morning, we came down and got a call from our employees here at the campground in regards to the water starting to come in, starting to seep in through on the Bulkley side of the confluence of the Bulkley and the Skeena River. Came down here, started begging.
Marjorie McRae is thankful the longhouses were built on higher ground.
Thank the good creator that the Indian village itself is sitting on a bit of a plateau. So the water hasn't reached that elevation yet, but it's surrounded by water. And we'll just have to keep our fingers crossed that those buildings are saved.
In Old Town, a handful of homes in low-lying areas have been evacuated as community members have come together with little to no outside assistance to fill sandbags and protect one another's property. Another building that required a huge community effort to save was the Hazelton Youth Healing Lodge near Kispiox.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was absolute crisis mode out here, and thank the good creator we had about 25-30 people that stayed with us for the whole 3 days. Tuesday night we were here till 1 in the morning. We had Mel Woods with his dump truck, and he stayed up as long as we needed to stay up. What was happening was we were getting the back run from the water flow, and the water was coming up through our lodge entrance.
The Healing Lodge is an important treatment center for troubled youth offenders, but early this week it was home to dozens of volunteers and plenty of uninvited water.
Close to 2 dozen altogether for the last 2 days.
And just hours and hours of work.
Yeah, I spent what I got here at 8 in the morning. There was this little trickle over there. By 11 in the evening, it was a lake.
While the Kispiox rages, turning banks like this into barren cliffs, residents prepare their homes for the worst and prepare for evacuation orders, which are believed to be coming. While today was better than the last 3 days, the likelihood is that high water is still a matter of weeks away. For CFTK-TV News, I'm Borden Armstrong in Hazelton.